Well, I'm here as they're tearing down the stage behind me. I'm joined by Mark Zimmerman right now at the Toronto Finals. It's all done, Mark. So first off, this was your first big event in a stadium like this. I don't know where you were.
There. I was on Madison Square Garden stage, so I've been in big events before.
Okay, but you were not working. You were not like casting or analyzing or whatever.
I was coaching.
You were coaching. I know, but you were not talent. All right.
Yeah.
You just walked out there and watched your team do whatever it did.
Win. Yeah. Third place.
Yes. So yeah, listen. So that happened, but this was the first time that you've had something crazy like this. What was that experience like?
This is probably gonna sound like kind of a downer, but
That's all you bring.
That's all. Just don't watch my interviews if you want to be happy. I didn't feel anything that different, honestly. Like the first day when it was like Hotshot, Crumbs, and Azael, all of them are from Canada, and I think a couple from Toronto itself. So they were all like freaking out. A bunch of them said like they welled up with tears, and I was just like, "When? Okay." I don't know. I think it's just like I had a moment like that kind of for the Madison Square Garden one, but I guess because I kind of already had it, or it just felt like more of the same. It was just like I'm on a desk, I'm talking about the game. It's stuff I'm really comfortable with. I didn't feel nervous or like super excited. I mean, obviously the games were hype, and I was excited for the games, and I was like on the edge of my seat. But like for my job, not really.
Yeah. So can I headline this or Reddit? Mark Z said he felt nothing, no emotion while casting the event.
I mean, it wouldn't be a wrong headline. I don't know if they'll get you all the clicks you want.
Yeah. Well, might get you the hate that you deserve. All right. So as they're tearing everything down, what did you think about the event? Setting aside the venue and all that stuff, but actually the games.
They're actually really, really good. I think sometimes you end up in one where one team's way better than the other, and I think that was kind of the fear for Immortals, because I thought it was going to be like a 3-0 from everything I've been hearing behind the scenes, as well as just kind of how Immortals plays. But they actually matched up a lot better than I thought they would. CLG, like Huni did really well. I think Stixay like kind of bashed on Turtle for most of that series, and then Huni Rainover couldn't really get anything going. So, Huni got a lot going, but the Huni Rainover pair, didn't do a ton. So it was a lot more interesting than I thought it would be, and makes me more hopeful for the Gauntlet, I guess. Yeah. And then obviously the finals were pretty crazy.
Yeah. I mean, what did you think of the finals as well? Because it was weird. I had heard so many people tell me ahead of time that it was going to be C9, like all week long. Apparently everybody thought it was going to be C9. And then I asked Afro last night, bumped into him after the games were done, and he was saying TSM. He was the only person. So I didn't know what to expect going into this. Yeah, after his game yesterday. So I didn't know what to expect, because he seemed pretty confident in TSM.
I think it's just like C9 have been doing really well in scrims, and you just have to weigh like how much do you care about scrims and the recency of them versus like TSM looking really good all split long. And then I like to look at team styles and like how they actually like to play versus just like random stats and stuff like that. And like C9 have a very kind of like slow style where they're reactive, and TSM like just is constantly looking for small advantages. They're not like blow the game open crazy, like Immortals running around just murdering CLG for 2 minutes. They don't play quite like that. But I think when you look at it, if a team's going to play slow versus TSM, they're going to get like micro leads and eventually get a win. And the games didn't actually play out a ton like that, but I think games 2 and 3 were a little like that, where I don't know. It wasn't exactly what I expected to happen, but it was the expected result.
So now we've got Gauntlet. Any predictions or thoughts based off of what this tournament was for Gauntlet?
I don't know, because I think C9 looked better than Immortals. Immortals, Rainover really hasn't looked too great during this playoffs, and I think Meteos. I think he tilted in the series, but I think like a clear-headed Meteos would do a lot better. So on top of the fact that Impact's looking like probably the best top laner right now, Huni looked really good too, but if your best strength is getting neutralized and C9 has these other things that they do pretty well, I think it favors C9.
Yeah. Well, for the second year in a row, Double Lift qualified CLG into Worlds. What do you think of our chances with TSM and CLG so far?
I like TSM. They seem really, really good. CLG, they put up a better fight than I thought they would against Immortals, which is nice to see, knowing that they are qualified for Worlds now. There was like that small concern that they just get wrecked by Immortals and then like it doesn't matter. Yeah. So at least that was a good competition.
Final question. You are now in a T-shirt and a jacket, an overly sized white T-shirt. Is this what you are after every match?
I don't know. This like I went to buy. These are just larges, and I'm usually large, and then these are just randomly like double XL or something, and then I just show up and I put a shirt on top. So I usually look like a stupid white boy after, which I mean I am. So you are what?
And on that note, is there anything you would like to say to any of the fans out there?
No.
You can check out the rest of our coverage of all things esports here at Yahoo Esports.